Look up at the night sky. On a clear evening, away from all those city lights, you might look up and see a few thousand beautiful, silent, distant stars. It's breathtaking, isn't it? Just taking a moment to observe that quiet canvas above us. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a question that honestly sounds like pure science fiction, but it's rapidly becoming science fact based on our latest capabilities. Could artificial intelligence actually discover alien life before humans do?
Section 1. A vast, silent universe. The scale of the cosmos. To really wrap our heads around this search, we got to start by grasping the sheer scale of what we're looking at. Those few thousand stars you can see with your naked eye, that is just the tiniest, most microscopic drop in the cosmic bucket. Our galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars, and beyond our own Milky Way, there are billions of other galaxies out there in the dark, which brings us to this truly staggering number: trillions. Scientists estimate there could literally be trillions of planets scattered across the universe right now. Let that sink in for a second. Trillions. The numbers become almost impossible for the human brain to even imagine, but it perfectly illustrates just how massive the playing field really is when we talk about space exploration.
With trillions of planets out there, it inevitably leads us right back to the ultimate question. Are we alone? It's a question that has fascinated humanity for centuries, hasn't it? For generations, astronomers have passionately tried to answer it, pointing these incredibly powerful telescopes, massive radio antennas, and daring space probes out into the void, just hoping for a whisper back.
Section 2. The Great Data Flood. Searching the Unimaginable.
Okay, let's dive into this, because here is the core problem we face today. The universe is simply too big. Every single day, modern telescopes collect an unimaginable amount of data. We are talking about a daily flood of astronomical information that is far, far more than any human team of scientists could ever hope to examine manually. To give you a concrete idea of exactly how difficult it is to search through all that data, it's quite literally like trying to find one unique grain of sand on every single beach on Earth. Just imagine standing on a coastline, knowing the exact grain you need is out there somewhere, across thousands of miles of sand. That is the needle in the cosmic haystack we're dealing with.
And this is exactly where artificial intelligence becomes the ultimate game changer. Think about human manual review for a second, painstakingly examining images one by one. It's incredibly slow, and let's face it, human eyes get tired. AI, on the other hand, doesn't need coffee breaks. It steps right in to analyze millions of astronomical observations in a fraction of the time. And it's searching for tiny, almost invisible patterns we might completely overlook. We're talking about a slight atmospheric change, a strange movement of distant stars, or some totally unusual radio signal.
Section 3. How AI hunts for life. Finding the invisible patterns.
Now, I want you to imagine a distant planet orbiting a star hundreds of light years away. At first glance, through a telescope lens, it appears completely ordinary, just another dot in the darkness. But an AI system, tirelessly churning through the data, quietly notices something unusual, a faint chemical signature hidden in the light. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the specific atmospheric gases flagged here: oxygen, methane, water vapor. Individually, these gases don't really prove anything. They're ordinary. But when an AI detects them combined together under the right conditions, they become incredibly interesting. Why? Because here on Earth, these specific gases together are strongly associated with life, and AI is exceptionally good at spotting their combined presence in that massive sea of data.
So the crucial point is how this triggers a pretty thrilling chain reaction. Walk through these steps with me. Step 1, the AI notices that atmospheric anomaly and flags it. Step 2, human scientists step in to investigate further. Step 3, they take our absolute most powerful telescopes and focus them directly on that specific planet. And Step 4, more targeted data arrives and the mystery grows. Did AI just identify the best candidate for extraterrestrial life, or is there some other explanation? See, the AI isn't replacing our scientists, it's actually giving them the power to prioritize exactly where they should point their instruments.
Section 4. Smart robots in deep space, beyond Earth's orbit.
Now, AI isn't just working here on Earth in server rooms analyzing telescope data. Space missions are becoming vastly more intelligent. We're talking about future robotic explorers preparing to land on the Moon, Mars, and even more distant worlds. And here is why that embedded intelligence is absolutely necessary. Communication across space takes time. It's not instantaneous like a phone call. A signal from Mars can take many minutes to arrive back here on Earth, and for missions even further out, that delay gets even longer. Waiting around for instructions from Earth is just incredibly inefficient when you're exploring a dynamic, alien landscape.
Because of that critical delay, we desperately need autonomous capabilities. An intelligent spacecraft making its own decisions can recognize unusual rocks, analyze soil autonomously, and identify promising locations for study completely on its own, without waiting for a human to hit a button back on Earth. AI is also assisting in processing all that telescope data we talked about, finding exoplanets, worlds orbiting other stars that human eyes might totally miss. It makes discoveries way faster and processes that growing flood of data effortlessly.
Section 5. Changing Humanity Forever, the biggest discovery in history. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Making this discovery wouldn't simply answer a long-standing scientific question. It would fundamentally upend who we are. Think about the sheer magnitude of this. Every religion, every philosophy, every history book, every understanding of our place in the universe, it would change all of it, forever. The biggest discovery in human history might not come from some dramatic spaceship landing. It might simply begin with an AI quietly noticing a tiny anomaly buried in the noise, a signal no human had ever noticed before, a clue pointing toward another civilization somewhere among the stars.
So will that happen tomorrow? Honestly, no one knows. But one thing is absolutely certain for sure. As our telescopes become more advanced and our AI becomes way more capable of keeping up with that flood of data, humanity's search for life beyond Earth has been pushed into a completely new era.
Which leads us to this truly awe-inspiring thought to close on. The first evidence that we are not alone may be found by artificial intelligence. If that day comes, it won't just be a victory for technology. It will be one of the absolutely most important moments in the history of civilization. It's an incredible thing to ponder the next time you look up at the stars. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep your curiosity alive, and in the next explainer, we'll explore another incredible question. See you then.